a vintage clothes store, a flower shop, a little corner store, a store that makes keys, a cafe bar lounge, a cell phone shop, a jewelry, a hairdresser, a food shop for organic foods, a pub, and then down there they make radiators, or they sell them or install them. And this here is the house where Hitler was born. Motherfucking Adolf Hitler, born I think in 1889, if I'm not mistaken, in this building. There's an inscription there that says Popular Library of Braunau. And the building, as you can see, hasn't been renovated in a long time, and it must be at least 140 years old. Otherwise, how could the dude have been born in this building? So it's a historical building, it's big, looks like it's in pretty good condition even though it hasn't been renovated. And it's been a little bit of drama ever since about this building, because what do you do with a building like that? Hitler was born here, but does that mean you should tear it down? I don't know. It seems a bit excessive. It's not like it's magical. It's not like neo-Nazis come and lay flowers or something. But then also it can't be a normal building. Weirdly enough, wait, let me cross the road. Back to the organic food store. Weirdly enough, the building used to be owned by a private person up until I don't know how many years ago, and now the city has bought it back. There used to be talks about maybe turning this into a museum of sorts, and then maybe put a monument there, and then somebody did. Somebody put a monument. It says for peace, freedom and democracy, never again fascism. And 1 million dead people are warning us. That's what it says there on this monument in front of the house where Hitler was built. Oh wow, look, somebody came and wrote something on the window here. It says Hitler kaputt, and then somebody else changed it to Hitler lebt. So it's like telling him to live. Let's cross that out, motherfucker. Hitler kaputt was okay. Yeah, so what do you do with this? Somebody smashed the window. I guess idiot tourists like me, they come. For the locals, it's just a nuisance. Oh, somebody put a swastika there. Motherfucker, no you didn't. You didn't. Fucker. Somebody made an AH in a heart. Yeah, fuck that too. Motherfucker. I talked to one of the shop owners around here, and they said no, neo-Nazis don't really come and put flowers or whatever here. There used to be protests and demonstrations by neo-Nazis, but that has kind of died down. And now it's just calm and a nuisance. It's annoying. The newest talk about this building ever since the city bought it is to put a police school in the building, which I think is a good compromise, because that way you would make it pretty secure from neo-Nazis, unless the neo-Nazis are in the police, which to be fair, I think some policemen might be neo-Nazis, but not many of them. They might lean right, be biased towards conservatism, but not to outright neo-Nazism. So I think it's pretty safe. They've done the same thing in Munich, where Hitler's last living address was at Prinzregentenplatz, and they just put a police station into the building. And at one time I went in and I asked them, like, how does that feel? And they said, well, first of all, no Nazis come here because we're here, we're the police. And second of all, oh wow, what is this here? It says something about, oh, it's a football sticker, something about Germany football. Yeah, they said it's a bit weird to like change your boots in Hitler's room, but you get used to it. So I guess the same thing could happen here too, because it seems seems a bit odd to tear down a building of this size just because this fucker was born in here, as if that made it somehow magical. Yeah. Some people are saying they should still just tear it down, but then another question arises. If you tear it down and then you get all the building materials, right, like as raw materials, basically as the debris or whatever of the building, what do you do with that? Like, do you put it in a secret place, or are neo-Nazis gonna go and take all the little bricks and whatever was in this building and take them home and be happy about it? So yeah, that would be weird too. There's a little, you can't see because I'm using a wide angle, but there's a little ornament in one of the windows, like a bird or something, paper bird. So I don't know what used to be in there. Either way, this is the building where fucking Hitler was born. It's weird. It's weird for me, the visitor, because it seems somehow that this building means something. If only the possibility to think about what would I do if I had a time machine and I went back, or rather I came back to this location in, like, let's say 1890, and there's like a little tiny 1-year-old Hitler, like pooping or whatever he's doing, walking around. Would I have the resolve to kick the shit out of him? Or would I go, no, let's take him. Let's just steal him from his mom and raise him in a better way. I don't know. I don't know what you would do. I don't know what I would do. Oh, this is nice. See, this is the kind of thing you want to see here. Even though it's Die Linke. They've been pretty pro-Russian, some of them, so fuck them. But there's a nice sticker. It says plurality instead of, I don't know, mono. Oh god, how do you say that? Like, society should be pluralistic. It's in support of LGBTQ, so that's good. I don't know what that is. So yeah, this has been the little story. The pub isn't going too well. The pub right on the other side of the street of Hitler's birthplace is for sale. So if you want to buy a pub, you can buy this one. And then the police is going to be on the other side of the street, I think, so might want to consider that. There's some tourists that are also looking at the building, like me. And then there's a cafe, and people are just having cake or whatever, or coffee, or a nice espresso, or a latte macchiato. And life goes on in the town where motherfucking Hitler was born. Which is forever called Braunau. One thing about Germany, we'll wait for these cars here. God damn, what horrible music, dude. So one thing about Germany that is really weird, or Austria, like the general German-speaking area, is that if you look at this tower, you're gonna think it's old, right? It looks old, but it isn't. It was rebuilt in its old form in 1966 when they were celebrating 700 years of Braunau. They decided to rebuild this tower, and it looks old. Even has some weird green shit on there. Like it's the marks of time, but it isn't old. It's like probably a lot younger than any of these buildings here. So there you go. It's a complicated place. Alright, gotta go. Gotta go eat something, gotta rest. And then very soon, we're gonna go across the border to Germany. Thanks for listening. Peace.